My grandmother always said one strange sentence. She repeated it calmly, without emotion. Grandfather came back from the war not alone. When I was little, I thought she meant friends, comrades, wounds. But my grandmother always added, no, not like that. And after that, the house became quiet. 1. The return. Grandfather came back from the war later than everyone else, when others had already been living normal lives for a long time. No music, no people waiting, no stories. He simply walked into the house and brought a chest with him, old, heavy, wooden, reinforced with metal bands. My grandmother later said that in that moment she understood immediately this was not a trophy. 2. The chest. The chest was placed in the far corner of the room. Grandfather covered it with thick fabric and said only one thing. Do not touch it. Never. Not children. Not guests. Not during the day. Not at night. If someone asked what was inside, Grandfather answered briefly, not ours, and not another word. 3. Grandmother's observations. My grandmother said that after the war, Grandfather became different, not angry, not harsh, but distant. He could stare out the window for a long time. He could stay silent for hours, and never, never did he talk about the war. Sometimes at night, he spoke in his sleep, but not about battles, not about fear. He repeated strange phrases. It's hard for them here. This world is not made for them. The most important thing is not to forget. Who they were was clear only to Grandfather. We, back then, did not understand anything. 4. The first strange conversation. One day, my grandmother couldn't take it anymore and asked him directly, "Did you bring people back from there?" Grandfather sat on the bed, stayed silent for a long time, and then said, if they were people, it would be easier. After that, he never spoke about it again. 5. The feeling of the chest. My grandmother swore that sometimes she felt cold coming from the chest. Not a draft, not fear, but the feeling that something alive was nearby, very quiet and very lonely. She said, it didn't scare me. It pulled me. 6. One important question. One day, my grandmother finally asked, "Why did you bring it?" Grandfather looked out the window for a long time. Then he said, because if we had left them there, they would never remember here who they are. My grandmother didn't understand, and she never asked again. 7. Grandmother's last words. Before his death, Grandfather called my grandmother over and said, they will be born here, ordinary, and they will think that something is wrong with them. He pointed to the chest and added, this is not a weapon, not a treasure. This is memory. Grandfather died. The chest was left untouched,